what is a proposed order? Like, we use the phrase, but what are we actually talking about?
Okay, so it's a document that's submitted to the court, and it outlines a specific ruling or relief that a party wants. So it's almost like giving the judge a menu of options.
A menu.
And saying, like,
I like that.
Here's what I think should happen.
Yeah.
And here's how I think it should be worded.
Okay, so you're not just saying, like, I want this.
Right.
You're saying, I want this.
Exactly.
And it should be said this way.
And this is important for
that's interesting.
efficiency.
Okay.
You know, our source material really emphasizes this.
Okay.
It streamlines the court process.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gives the judge a clear draft to review, to approve, or even modify.
So the judge doesn't have to start from scratch. The judge is like, oh, you've already done
Here's a starting point.
all this work for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this is important.
Yeah.
So we know the why.
Right.
But what does this thing actually look like?
Yeah, what are the pieces?
What are the pieces of a proposed order?
Okay, so you start with a caption.
Okay.
Which is basic information. The court. The case, the parties involved.
Okay.
Case number, all that.
So all the, like, the essentials.
The essential at the top.
Right at the top.
What's next?
Then you have a title.
Okay.
And the title, this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
It has to say clearly what the document is.
Okay.
So, like, proposed order granting.
Okay.
Something like that.
Proposed is in parentheses.
Yes, proposed in parentheses.
Why is that?
Well, this is to help avoid confusion.
Okay.
Later on, our source really emphasizes that.
Yeah.
The judge will actually strike out that proposed before signing.
Interesting.
So that it doesn't get confused with documents that were never actually signed by the court.
Got it. So it's really like
the marker.
Safety measure
the marker.
To be like, this is a draft.
Right.
Not the final thing.
Exactly.
Great, what's next? So then you've got the introductory paragraph.
Okay.
Which gives context.
Okay.
So it's talking about the motion or the application, the date of any hearings.
Okay.
The court's authority to make a decision.
So, like, really laying the groundwork for what you're about to ask for.
Laying the groundwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
you have the proposed findings of fact and conclusions of law.
Okay.
If they're needed.
If needed.
And this is like the why.
Why.
Behind the request.
Okay, so
you're presenting the reasoning.
Building a case here.
Exactly.
Step by step.
You got it.
Okay, so this is where you'd bring in, like, legal arguments and things.
All the precedent.
Yeah.
Yep. What's next?
And then we get to the heart of it.
Okay.
The order or relief requested section.
Okay.
This is where you state.
This is the ask.
Exactly what you want the judge to do.
Okay. So you got to be really clear here.
Very specific.
No room for ambiguity.
You're saying, Judge,
this is what I need you to do.
This is what I need you to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it happen.
Now, what about what about when you need a decision, like, right now? Like, right now.
The other side's not even there.
Oh, you're talking about ex parte application?
Yes, ex parte.
Yeah.
Like emergency situation.
Emergency situations.
Where waiting is not an option.
Right.
Like if you need a restraining order or something.
Exactly.
You need action immediately.
You need action now. So
opposed orders.
Even more important in these cases.
Okay.
They give the judge that immediate framework for action.
Okay.
Our source even says that.
Mm-hmm.
In these cases, it's basically a potential ruling.
Interesting.
If the court grants that application.
So you're handing the judge a solution.
Exactly.
And being like, just sign here.
Here you go.
Do it.
Make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we see how proposed orders can really, like, make things happen quickly in a courtroom.
Streamline things.
Bring clarity. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
What about, just in general,
yeah,
when we're thinking about proposed orders,
right?
What are some, like, tips?
Yeah, some big
tips and tricks.
We should keep in mind.
Okay, well, always check your local court rules.
Oh, yeah.
Every jurisdiction is a little different.
Yeah.
Has its own quirks and requirements.
It's like knowing your audience.
Exactly.
Right.
Know your audience.
Okay.
And remember, at the end of the day, the judge is human.
Oh, yeah.
A well-written,
they're a person.
Easy to understand.
Yeah.
Proposed order.
Makes their life easier.
Makes their job easier. And that can only help you.
Right. So it's not just about, like, being legally precise.
Nice.
It's about making
the judge's life
that thinking about the judge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
From the basics. Like, what is this thing to,
how it shapes the law.
Precedents. Justice.
Justice.
It's clear that proposed orders
They're important.
are really important.
And they're a big deal.
They're more than just paper.
Way more.
They're part of how the system...
They're the gears that make it all work.
And I hope
so.
Our listeners are walking away with a better understanding.
A deeper understanding.
Of all this whole world.
We've demystified this thing that seems really mysterious.
It sounds scary.
Full of jargon.
Yeah.
Right.
But really, it's about strategy.
It's about strategy.
Challenges.
It's
about impact.
It's about impact.
Yeah.
And I hope our listeners feel empowered.
Empowered.
To keep learning.
Because the world of law...
It's always changing.
Is always changing.
There's always something new.
And understanding it helps us.
Helps all of us.
Make the world a more just place.
A better place.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for listening.